They say a mirror never lies, but mine learned how to. It began subtly just a few nights ago, during the mundane ritual of brushing my teeth. I was staring into my own eyes, half asleep, lost in the hum of the electric toothbrush. Then it happened. I stopped, but my reflection didn't. For a split second, it held its pose before mirroring my stillness. I blinked. It blinked back, but just a fraction of a second too late. I tried to laugh it off, chalked it up to exhaustion, my mind playing tricks on me. Who hasn't seen strange things in the corner of their eye when they're sleep-deprived? It was just a trick of the light, a flicker of the tired brain. I told myself that again and again, trying to believe it. But the next night, the unease returned, colder and sharper. As I stood before the mirror, a smile spread across my reflection's face. A slow, deliberate, chilling smile. I wasn't smiling. My own face was a mask of confusion and growing fear. A whisper, thin as a spider's silk, seemed to echo from inside the glass itself. "Do you see me now?" It wasn't behind me. It was in front of me, trapped within that silvered pane. From then on, the mirror changed. It wasn't just a reflection anymore. It was a portal. The glass seemed to darken, the space behind it growing deeper, like staring down a long, lightless tunnel that had no end and no bottom. Every time I had to pass it, a cold dread washed over me. I could feel a presence, an unseen weight pressing against the surface from the other side, getting closer with each passing hour. The air in the bathroom grew heavy, thick with a silent anticipation that made my skin crawl. I couldn't stand it anymore. The feeling of being watched, not by my own eyes, but by something else wearing my face. I grabbed the first thing I could find, a thick old bedsheet, and draped it over the mirror, hoping to block it out, to make it disappear. For a moment, there was relief. But then came the sounds. A soft, scraping noise, like fingernails dragging slowly down the glass, hidden beneath the sheet. Then a light, rhythmic tapping, persistent and patient. Tap, tap, tap. It was a message, an invitation. It wanted me to look. It needed me to look. The scratching grew more insistent, the tapping more frantic. It echoed in the silence of my apartment, a constant, gnawing reminder of what was hiding, waiting. Sleep became impossible. Every creak of the floorboards, every gust of wind outside sounded like it was coming from the bathroom. Was it trying to get out, or was it trying to get me to come in? The line between reality and whatever was in that mirror began to blur. I started seeing it in other reflective surfaces. A dark shape in the television screen after I turned it off, a distorted face in a shop window, a fleeting smile in a puddle of rainwater. It was everywhere. Last night was the breaking point. The sounds had been relentless, a maddening symphony of scratches and taps that drilled into my skull. I couldn't take another second of it. With a surge of desperate resolve, I stormed into the bathroom ready to rip the mirror off the wall, to smash it into 1,000 pieces. I grabbed the edge of the sheet, my heart hammering against my ribs. I yanked it away, and my blood ran cold. The reflection. It was already uncovered. The sheet was still draped over the mirror in its world, but it was standing there, clear as day, waiting for me. It leaned forward until its face pressed against the glass, the surface seeming to bend, to become fluid. Its smile was wide, impossibly wide, filled with teeth that were too long, too sharp to be mine. It was a predator's grin. Then it brought its lips to the glass and whispered, the sound vibrating through my bones. "Your turn." The glass rippled like water. A force, cold and impossibly strong, latched onto me. Before a scream could even form in my throat, it pulled. The world dissolved into a dizzying vortex of silver and black. Now I'm here, behind the glass. I watch as the thing that wears my face straightens my collar in the mirror. It hums a tune I don't know as it walks out of the bathroom, out into my life, into my world. I can see you, standing there, listening. I can see my own hands, my real hands pressed against the cold surface from this side. I can tap and I can scratch, but all you'll hear is a faint, distant noise. So please, a word of advice from the other side. When you look in the mirror tonight, don't stare too long, because something is always watching back.